Hey guys, Zach here, Blades LLC. Say, I'm not mowing or snow plowing today, or landscaping even. We're going to be doing some tube fabrication tips and tricks today, since I'm filling in some spare time with some fabrication jobs. Just thought I'd show you guys what I'm working on. We got a furniture cart here. Pretty sweet deal. It's for Becker Furniture World. And I'm going to show you guys how to miter a handle like this. We're going to get started here. This is the DeWalt chop saw we're going to be using to make our miter joint. Now, I was actually trying to film earlier and explained this to an empty camera that wasn't recording, so we're going to do this all over again. But don't buy cheap abrasive wheels. This is an abrasive wheel here. Guys, don't buy cheap ones. They are more likely to explode in your face, and they also like to walk. Like you can see this walked into the side of the bottom plate here. Anyway, so what we do is I always start by making straight cuts on the end, straight 90 cuts on the end. And what I like to do when mitering is get my length. So my width of this handle here is 29 inches. It's 30 tall, but we're going to get the outside width of it measured and cut at 90. Then what we do is we're going to bring this down on this, and we want it to line up. So this is at a 45-degree angle here. We want this to line up with the back. Boy, the back of that tube. This camera is not wanting to focus. Nope, kind of zoomed it in with my fingers. But anyways, so it's gonna essentially, that back side of that blade is gonna hit. It's gonna hit right here. So that's what we want. And we want our seam up, tube seam. You probably can't see that either, but you put the seam of the tube upright. Lots of sparks, guys. Make sure you're wearing hearing protection and also eye protection. It's super important to cover those up because you only get one set of them in your lifetime. So now we're using a square to make sure that we're up and down right, so that our cuts are going to match up the same way like this on both sides. That's another reason why I leave the tube seam up too. So if I were to, I didn't here, but you can match the tube seam up. If you were to change the angle back the other way, you'd be able to just leave the tube seam up. So I'd cut it 45 this way and 45 this way with the tube seam up, and then those should line up. That's one way to do it without using a square. So if that makes any sense to you guys. I'm hoping to get a table built so that way I don't have to work on the floor anymore. I have that little Miller one, but it isn't quite big enough for all my projects, so. Guys, I don't recommend not wearing a welding helmet. Make sure you're wearing your welding helmet even when you're tacking. Believe me, I did not learn this in school, so I don't know what I was thinking. It's just so much easier to tack and close your eyes, but your eyes still feel burned after that, so yeah, don't do it. Even with your eyes closed, not good. Want to make sure that the top of that handle is the same as the bottom. So I actually tapped some pieces of angle iron on the table to set my tubing up again so it doesn't roll around. That's another little trick I learned at the pipe shop. It works really good. Measure also your up and down length. Alrighty guys, it's time to do some welding. We're going to weld these joints that we just tacked up. I'm tripping on stuff all over the floor. I'm not the most tidy when I'm working. Sorry guys, not 100% set up to be welding in the garage. Got a lot going on in here right now, but show you what we did here. We made some decent weld joints here.
Anyways, we'll flip it over here.
Probably echoing terribly right now. I wish I had a microphone, but I hope I was able to explain some of it good enough that you were able to learn some things, but relatively easy. Just got to pay attention to what you're doing and should be good. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. All the support is wonderful. I just hope that you guys were able to learn something from it, and we'll try to keep it more lawn and landscape related and snow removal. It's actually snowing outside right now, but there's not a whole lot going on right now for me as far as work goes, so just thought I'd let you in on a little side job and maybe throw out a few tips and tricks. As always guys, take care, God bless, and make it a great one.